I'm Katrina.
I'm Christina, and
we're
we're the Gorgeous Geeks, and we're here today to talk about Smallville Season 6.
I was going to say 7.
It's 6.
It's 6. It
Yeah.
is 6.
But Smallville Season 6, let's talk about your worst episode first. Subterranean.
I agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah, agree, because it was a really crazy episode. You had this farmer who was, his powers were to dig, I guess. It was like a, I don't know, Diglett. I choose you, Diglett! Yeah, he was one of those. And he had a bunch of illegals on his farm, and Clark wanted to help the perfect speaking, English.
Yeah, that's the thing that probably annoyed me the most. Like, you came straight from Mexico and speak perfect English.
True story. I went to Big Boys the other day, and there's this Hispanic guy, and I'm like, and I needed some more tortilla strips for my tortilla soup. And I'm like, can you get more tortilla strips? And he's like, I don't speak English. And I walked away. And I'm like, fail! Epic fail! But anyway, I'm sick of that. Don't you work on our restaurants and you don't know how to speak.
Tortilla strips for tortilla soup. He knew what you were saying.
I know!
You just didn't want to work.
Stop pretending like you don't know what I'm saying!
That's hilarious. Tortilla. It was tortilla soup. Not clam chowder. Tortilla soup. That ain't even right. I would have complained.
Okay, but anyway.
That was just stupid. Not one hint of an accent.
Okay, but here's the thing though. This is the kid who's actually on Teen Wolf right now. That's the kid. But Clark went out of his way because he felt, I'm the ultimate illegal alien. I gotta help this kid. And so he had him at the barn and whatever. And politics aside or whatever, I'm just thinking, your mom's a senator. Aren't you gonna get her in a lot of trouble? So he made some stupid mistakes, just being happy-go-lucky, guilt-ridden Clark. But yeah, Farmer Dude was not cool. And it was kind of like with this season we had something new with him chasing down the phantoms. Yeah. And then you throw in this crypto freak who is just not a good crypto freak.
Yeah.
The only thing that was great about this episode was the very end when they were playing the Kiss My Eyes and Lay Me to Sleep song.
I love
when Lex
that.
was walking, he's put him with the rest of the freaks.
I love that.
Yeah, and so he's just
walking. My eyes and
he's just walking away like, I know I'm bad, duh. Yeah, so that
not
was,
like that.
That was the best part of the episode.
I love that.
The ending.
But you know what? Michael Rosenbaum, I think, really this was his season to really
wrong. No, I'm sorry.
For the first time. This is
we saw shades of evil.
But this was shades. But this is when he's like, I'm
okay.
I'm
he was progressing towards evil. Yes, that is true. Because a lot of the projects used to be there Lionel's things, and this was the season he was spearheading.
It was his.
The stuff. But the problem is, though, Lex, yes, you had him with this ultimate badness, but at the same time, he had his Lana addiction that was crumbling his manhood, honestly. Because, in Promise, I didn't get, he was so desperate to keep her. I'm not saying he's beyond or above lying about the whole baby making that up. But him freaking out and killing that doctor in such a sloppy way, I'm just like, you Lex Luthor! What you need a woman for?
Yeah, it was a lot of people think we're, they always complain about how we're so pro Lois, but it's just that this season it was just I am so sick of people who are obsessed with Lana.
Oh my gosh! So and then Lana thought she was pregnant with Lex's baby, and then Clark at first. This is the proudest moment I've ever been of Clark when she was like, I want to be with you, and he's like, I know about the baby. I'm like, yes! Yes!
I was so happy.
Yes!
I was like, he's finally grown a brain.
Or grown a pair.
Or something. He's grown something.
And then later, a couple episodes later, or maybe one, I don't remember, then he's like, oh, I still want to be with Lana. And I'm like, we
can still be together. Why do you
I'm like, how are you going to raise Lex Luthor's baby on your farm with Lana.
Like, it's not gonna happen. Like, that's just insane that they to even entertain. That's what I'm saying is just blind, stupid love.
Look, Daddy, my real daddy told me to give you this. Oh!
Exactly. Exactly. There'd be no way Lex would let Clark raise his child. And if anything, he'd take that child away from him, and then Lana would be pissed at Clark because she can't see her baby. And the relationship just wouldn't happen.
This was the craziest
it was just stupid
soap opera drama crap they could have came up with.
We can be together.
Seriously.
It was dumb.
And so you had this crazy stuff, and at the same time you had chemistry with Lois and Clark, and don't act like it was there. Because it was there.
It wasn't there, but
it was there. You could see it, obviously. And then at the same time, there's all this dumb drama. But anyway, like, another episode that was kind of, I wasn't feeling was, Static. I guess the zoner who could suck out your bones was okay, but the crypto freak, I don't know why you needed a zoner.
Well, I think
and a crypto freak.
At this point, I think everybody was sick of the crypto freaks. Like, we had
Oh yeah, we've been sick of the crypto freaks.
But this was at the point we had.
I don't see why you needed both. He can control frequencies, and he puts Lex on a different frequency, and Jimmy saves the day. Not that anything's wrong with Jimmy, because I
love
Jimmy.
You writers, not your foe.
Yeah, jerks. but this was and then of course. There was episode Sneeze that, I kind of liked that episode.
But
it's like, how'd you catch the cold?
And I think that was what Erica, I remember Erica Durant went on Howard Stern, and that was one of his things that he asked. He was like, how does Superman catch a cold? She's like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a part of that part. But it was
when
he
blew off that barn door. That was and it almost crushed Lois, and he's like, maybe it fell from an airplane. And we just started laughing. I was like, wow, that was really dumb. But I've heard Clark say dumb things like that, and so we were like, you know what? That's funny.
It is.
That's funny.
But that was like really the best part. But isn't that when he discovered his powerful
like super breath?
His super breath.
Powerful breath.
His powerful breath. His super breath. And so me kind of knew that was coming.
Yeah, I don't know how you couldn't discover it later. Earlier there's a birthday, you have to make a wish, blow out some candles.
Yeah,
I don't know why it took a cold that he should have never got. Your favorite episode of season 6 was Crimson. And I know people are like, why was it Justice? Because you didn't vote enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Crimson. Which was the episode when Jimmy tried to set up Clark and Lois, and she put on that lipstick, and it affected her and made her in love with Clark, and then she kissed Clark, so that made him bad.
Maybe our Clois fans are just more powerful than the rest of you that are actually voting for these things.
They could have won if they just voted some more for Justice. But anyway, I like that episode.
I do too. It's like, oh my gosh, you're finally together.
But it wasn't the real.
It wasn't the real, but it was a glimpse of the future.
Clark was so funny when she first came over and started hitting on him. He was like, yeah, this is nice. Whoa, what is this? And then when he zoomed out the house, that was so hilarious. Lois acting all mushy. She's the general's daughter, so her be mushy in her own way. Still the white snakes and leather jackets, and that it was so cute and funny. And then things got kind of weird and wonky and dark when Clark decided to crash the wedding party, the rehearsal dinner, and he started talking trash about his mom. Started talking trash about Chloe. How he basically wanted to use her while he did Lois, while he really wanted to be with Lana, and that line that Lois said that was funny but also broke my heart. But she's like, Lana's your past, I'm your future, and he's like, but this is the present. And I'm like, that's funny, but
yeah,
because she was so sad.
Yeah, it was, and then oh my gosh, and then he took Lana again, and Lana's kissing him, I don't know, I can't be with you, but I want to be with you, but I want to be with Lex, and blah, 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 blah. It was just, once again, the episode was ruined by Lana craze.
Yeah, but that's when she really started to. Well, I don't know if she couldn't. You can't say really start to suspect, but I think they stabbed him with that crowbar, and she kept it. And it's like, oh snap, she's one step closer to knowing.
Justice, I like Justice. I like seeing all of them together and
it was
doing what they should do.
Lacked a little luster though. Like
it did.
It was cool seeing them all together, but you wish they would have did more. Like I mean, the only time when they like really acted together as a unit was when they were walking away from all the danger and there was an explosion in the background. So I mean, it was cool seeing Impulse again. I wish he would have made some more appearances on the show.
Oh yeah, honestly. Definitely.
But it was cool seeing them all together to work to take down Lex. And a lot of people do love this episode, but I do wish there was more to it. It's funny that everyone had a code name except for Clark.
Yeah. Well, Clark was acting like he didn't really want to be a part of the whole thing in the first place.
Yeah.
So.
But he wanted to be part of that action sequence when they walked away, though. It's like, I disagree, but I'm a model.
Right.
So cue the fans.
Some other things that we can mention.
Well, like our favorite episode though, one of our favorite is Labyrinth though.
Oh, when Lex thought he was crazy, and we was able.
You mean when Clark
thought he was crazy. Clark thought he was crazy, and we actually talked to Alcepti and Tori Meyer about it because they wrote it and they were just. And
we asked them about that Jarrell soap thing, like who came up with that? Because when they were like Jarrell's soap bottle, we died laughing. We said it like last week. There's something so hysterical about Clark going crazy.
It is. It's really funny. Like, is he trying to be serious or?
When he confronted Lex about the day on the bridge, and Lex was in the wheelchair, and he's like, "This is some kind of trick." He's like, "This looks like a trick to you!"
It was so funny. So funny.
Break.
Hilarious. I forgot about the wheelchair part.
Lana seemed like a creeper stalker because he's like, he ran away to his girlfriend. She made like a little place in the barn. He's like, oh yeah, you're home. And like she was off, and Chloe was crazy too. So yeah, Chloe was the friend he confided in, but Chloe was crazy too. So that added to the story. And they're like, well, doesn't Chloe have history with mental illness and her family? And so every part of his world. It fit into the Clark is crazy thing. It was kind of like reminiscent of the Buffy episode in season 6, Went Normal Again, when when that demon had her thinking that maybe she was crazy.
Yeah, and she was really sad.
So I liked the episode, and it was a good introduction to Martian Manhunter, who came and saved him.
Yes,
because the Phantom was trying to like break him down mentally so he could control his body. Which they use that plot again later in season 10 with but only it was like the Matrix.
Yes, the Matrix this time. There were some parts in Nora that I liked, the black and white one.
Okay.
Well, I like black and white movies, so I thought I liked it, and I liked Lois as the, when they were trying to get Lana, who's a bad person or whatever. I thought that was kind of I liked that one.
This season, when you found out Chloe was a crypto freak, really? Did she really need to be a crypto freak? Really?
I think it was an interesting twist. I mean, here she is writing about him, exploiting them, and everything.
Yeah, but not when she's conveniently one that heals.
Yeah. It's kind of like, oh, will she ever die?
No, that's not what it's like. It's just like, okay, they decided it's after 6 seasons. Well, I guess... Thinking back about it now, did she really need to be a crypto freak? Not when she was also possessed by Brainiac and had super smart powers and had over Watchtower. Like, her powers, they never mentioned again after the Brainiac thing, really. No, they don't.
No, they didn't.
It's like Brainiac's gone. It's like completely whitewashed. So, did she lose her powers? Did you guys decide that it was not a good plot, so you never mentioned again? What was that? What's the point if it's not going to be something that's used? What's the point? And so her mom also made an appearance, who was Wonder Woman in the TV show, Linda Carter.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess the episode was okay. It wasn't like, I don't know, amazing. It was cool to see her guest star.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's always cool to see different guest stars. Period. It had a couple wrestlers the season, and
Kane was awesome.
And Kane, and I think this was the season that they really started to dress up Lois.
I gotta talk about Wither though. I remember Clark was trying to save Jimmy or something, and he was fighting the plant lady, and we're like, and my mom's like, use your heat vision, stupid, and they zoom out, and he's got a hole through his chest, and she keeps yelling at him like, Mom,
he's wounded.
hurt.
He's wounded.
He's hurt.
He's wounded, Mother.
Like, let it go.
He's wounded.
Because we're like, why isn't he doing something? We're like, oh. And that was another thing. These zoners were powerful enough to fight him, so you didn't have to rely on Q, the green kryptonite, every episode. So the Phantoms were a nice change of pace. The season finale. This was one of those. This wasn't like one of our angry ones. It felt kind of all over the place a little bit to me. Yeah. But there were parts that were really good. But
the ending is what everybody. See, it was just like the
little boy.
Oh, like Kryptonia.
He was so cute. How could I be terrified?
Kryptonia. I was kind of freaked out.
He had like a bloodied hand, like he just killed somebody.
He was creepy. He was a creepy little child.
He was too cute.
Only you.
I was not intimidated. This kid
creeped.
should have tried a little harder.
I was creeped out.
Yeah, and then
just like the other season finale when they showed the fortress, at the very end, it was kind of like, oh.
No, I was angry, and it was like, oh, but there's the thing. But then,
but like at the end they showed Bizarro. It's like
you're like, whoa! I remember one of us did, yell out, whoa. But I wasn't.
He didn't look like
a bad one.
He didn't even look like comic book Bizarro. He looked like Super Friends Bizarro with like the.
Cracky face.
The cracky face.
And so
that was funny.
We found out later that they did do it different, and it wasn't really,
Bizarro.
Yeah.
I wanted him to speak backwards. I really did, or speak just stupid. They didn't, but I still thought it was a.
Yeah, they turned him into a sap too. But that's another season. So I guess that's it. You guys can go to thegorgeousgeeks.com. And you guys can vote on season 7, your favorite episodes, the worst episodes, and we will be back here next week to rehash it all again. So,
I'm Katrina.
I'm Christina, and we're the